NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Bengals, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, Divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like their record. Now they want to increase it. A win here could really get the momentum going in the right direction.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, it seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No two games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass. But he got the job done, and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, I think he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Back to throw, Fields. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Off play action, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure.
On 2, ready?
If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Able to find Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Gun. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Let's get set. Shot.
Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down at the 28. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete to Chase. And the Bengals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Hunt is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
11.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Harris running straight ahead. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A beautiful fake. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here we go.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jacoby Myers, 46 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. A short one there to Freiermuth. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Okay.
They hand this off to Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The return is Renfro. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
12. Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Gun.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape. And
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. That's caught by Myers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Here we go.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this will be caught. So they try for two, good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Here we go.
They'll run again with Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On the give, this is Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll set up to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, here's Hunt.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Gun.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
I'm one, ready?
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Able to shake him off. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Fields. And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 58 yards.
And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but...
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Now it's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he fends him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
And he completes it to Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow.
His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Escapes the defender. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kareem Hunt, 24 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted, and that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. This one deep for Wilson.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Staying on his feet. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 34.
91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness.
Touchdown! T. Higgins from 3 yards out.
And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. All right.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Harris. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase, complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals.
Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And he's going to get him another first down here as he's able to dive forward to get as much as he can. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. They'll run with Hunt. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
They run again with Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Get set. Dot. 11 MT tape. 11 MT. Right 80. Right shot.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Burrow looking to pass. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Sit up. Sit up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Now Fields. He's got Pickens. Complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Now 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Fields.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Looking deep here for Chase.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
51 yards.
And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Caught. It's Wilson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Off play action. Fields throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's got this to Pickens. And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Now the Bengals going to live to fight another week as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.